What do you make of that, Wayne? 12-0 down and you conjured up a win.
Yeah, well, that's only special teams can do those type of things.
What do you make of it, the way that the team fought back? What was the key to it from your point of view?
Well, just refusing to give in.
Must make you proud.
Do you think they have that sort of character and determination? Because like you said, special teams have got it. They've been together for 10 seconds to produce that. Does it surprise you that they've already got that sort of grit?
Yeah, well, I mean, some of the players we bought, we knew had those qualities, and yeah, so that's probably the basis of it all. There's a number of men here that have that quality, and some of the younger players that will learn that quality.
Well, you've got, the older boys did it, but then you got the likes of Hamiso and even Sean playing, doing it as well. Like, it must please you, the younger fellas.
Leaders lead, and others follow them. That's what they're doing. They're following the leadership group here. And
what are some of the special things that we saw on display today?
Well, there was lots of them.
Yeah.
But I probably don't want to talk too much about them. No.
What pleased you the most then?
Just refusing to give in. Yeah, when they were, that first 25 minutes that second half was pretty tough. They continued on their try line and never gave up a try and came back and counter-attacked and put themselves back in the game.
Isn't that there's so much improvement that can happen, because I think completions
Improvement?
there's about 50%.
It's always the biggest room in the house when you're coaching, improvement. So.
What about Hamiso, though? He hardly dropped the ball. He may not have dropped any tonight. That was a very tough task for a fullback under those conditions, and his performance.
Yeah, he was with a group of them. I mean, first half we gave ourselves no chance because we were pretty ill-disciplined with the ball, but second half we tidied that up, and that allows Hamiso to come into the game more as well. So.
He gave an opportunity to be a starting fullback. Like, he didn't get that chance for last year, but he seemed to have taken it.
Well, he would have, but they made another decision, the Cowboys. It's just football. It's the way it works out. But, we're the beneficiaries of that he could come here and play fullback for us. I promised him that's what he'd play here, and that's what he's doing.
Sean O'Sullivan won two tries from kicks. He came up with the plays when you needed them there, either side of half-time.
Yeah, well, that's what we're paying good money for. Make good decisions.
What do you make of that sin bin of his at the end there? It looked pretty...
Yeah, well, Jesse's on the field then. Maybe you want to talk about it, Jesse.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I just got one was of a dummy and just touch him in the back.
Surprising that everyone looked pretty shocked that he sin bin him.
I thought it was pretty surprising. From what I could see, he went to go turn and brace. They said he made contact with the head, but I don't think there was any intention with it. The rest is history, really.
What were you saying to the players when you were 12-0 down, player down?
He was on the bench.
Where? Yeah. What impressed you then about the way? What was the key for you? The way you came back, from being 12-0 down and ending.
Just the effort, and Wayne just said before, just not giving up, sticking to our game plan, going out there and just putting plenty of effort in.
What about
awesome?
Sorry, that sin binning could have gone the other way. A couple minutes to go, and you're down to 12 as well. But you managed to find a way still. Like, what does that say about the side that you were able to sort of put that behind you? A pretty rough call.
Yeah, I think it just shows the character of the team and the pre-season that we had. Just being able to fight to the death and play right to the end. I'm pretty proud of the effort the boys put in, and NRL just rolled straight on to the next week, and tough one away, our first away game, so it's important that we get our bodies right and look forward to a tough game next week.
How great was the atmosphere tonight for you guys? Did you feel it?
Yeah, for sure. Right at the end there, I could hear them going crazy. Just makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up when you hear it sounds like they're right on top of you here at the stadium too, so I loved it. Loved seeing all the red in the crowd. Got the boys up for the game. It was a really good atmosphere.
Wayne, you were able to give another debutant a chance today. How do you think Mason went?
Yeah, he was good. He was great. He's only 18, 19 years of age, and it was when we finished pre-season camp, and there was 5 young boys there, and I told them all they'd impressed us enough, and all the men in the group would want to play with them, and that's what's happening. They're getting opportunities, and no one's blinking with them coming in the teams because they know how tough they are, and they know how well they've trained for young players, and they've deserved their place, and that's the catalyst to it all. Just back to that sin binning, you know, that's... I'm just not sure where that was all going, because, I mean, he couldn't get out of his road. Sean O'Sullivan did not do anything other than put his body... Well, he kicked the ball in a bad position, running flat out at Sean. Sean was going in the same direction as him, in opposite direction rather, but in the same line. And I don't wear the fact that there was if there was head contact, then it was an absolute accident. Because at no stage did Sean try to tackle him. It was just two players making a collision. And, you know, at the end of the day, our game is a collision game. And they've got to, you know, recognise that. And I thought the other sin binning was pretty tough on them as well, on the try line. Well, there'd be no, you know, the ref didn't have a lot of problems in the game. The players were playing within the rules pretty well. Everyone was trying their hearts out. Canberra where we were. And I just thought that was a pretty tough penalty as well. And the sin binning, not the penalty, but the sin binning. It's a huge price to pay for 10 minutes in the bin. I said, if they'd done 2 or 3 of those in a row or something like that, well, I understand that. But that was just a one-off marker defence. And yeah. Okay.
Enough.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Was there any injuries? Like how was Kenny and Connolly?
Yeah, no, they're all pretty good. No, Conley's got a poke in the eye. Kenny knew his brother, so that was pretty good. So we were all good. Okay.